The tension between Islam Makhachev and Khamzat Chimaev continues to escalate. After Chimaev responded to Islam by saying that fighting is just a sport and not personal, he made it clear he was open to the matchup while keeping things respectful. His comments only sparked more debate in the MMA community. However, Islam's manager quickly dismissed the possibility, insisting that the size difference was too great and the fight simply doesn't make sense. What makes this more puzzling is that only a few weeks ago, the same manager suggested Islam could capture the middleweight belt if he wanted, a complete contradiction. Opinions in Russian MMA circles are divided. Some believe Khamzat's size would be overwhelming, while others argue Islam's technical skill and cardio would be too much for anyone to handle. Even former Bellator champion Vadim Nemkov weighed in, saying Chimaev wouldn't surprise Islam in the grappling, and that it would ultimately come down to endurance. While fans debated, Ali Abdelaziz dropped a bombshell, confirming that Islam would be fighting Jack Della Maddalena for the undisputed welterweight title before the year ends.
Hey, just speaking of Islam, are we any closer to getting an update on this fight happening in November? Like, from everything that you're working on right now, is that still the likely time frame for this JDM fight, Madison Square Garden?
Listen, at the end of the day, the fight is done, but like I always respectful to the promotion. It is their job. They didn't announce the fight. But I know this by end of the year, Australia gonna have no champions. I think Volk will remain the champion. I think Maddalena will lose. And I have a lot of respect for Maddalena. I think he's a very nice guy. I think he's a great fighter. I think, he's gonna be a very tough fight for Islam. But I believe Islam have all the tools to beat him. But in reality, it's a fight. It's a game of inches. Anything can happen.
Meanwhile, Aljamain Sterling is pushing for a title shot against Alexander Volkanovski following his dominant win over Brian Ortega. Sterling made his case by pointing out that he defeated a proven contender with championship experience, while his rival for the opportunity, Lerone Murphy, only knocked out Aaron Pico, a newcomer without a strong UFC or Bellator resume. Sterling emphasized that Ortega had twice fought for the belt and nearly dethroned Volkanovski, proving his credibility. He also brought up a past sparring session with Volkanovski, revealing how the champ roughed him up and even shared techniques afterward, showing mutual respect. Aljo admitted some fans dismiss his Ortega win because it wasn't a finish, but countered that nobody has ever truly finished Ortega aside from a doctor stoppage. In his view, beating a ranked, battle-tested contender outweighs Murphy's highlight reel knockout of an unproven opponent. That wraps things up. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay updated with all the latest MMA news.